Well, you know, politicians oftentimes can seem to act like children, but can they handle one?
This is the national debt when I was born, and this is the national debt what it is now. Yuck! Watch out, 5-year-olds. Career politicians keep us spending all our money. They even voted against the balanced budgets amendment. Why are you making us pay the money? My dad, Barry Hinckley, is running for the U.S. Senate, but he's not a career politician. Rhode Island need jobs, but they haven't made them since I was born. This is unemployment when I was born, and this is unemployment what it is now. This is real bad. My dad knows how to make jobs. He made lots of them. 5-year-olds, are you better off now than you were 5 years ago?
That would be an interesting campaign strategy, right? 5-year-olds, are you better off now than you were 5 years ago? Our nation's problems are so simple. Apparently, even a 5-year-old could spell it out for us. Now, Hudson Hinckley is the star. He joins me now along with his Rhode Island Senate candidate, Father Barry. By the way, we did reach out to his opponent, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. No response. I might point out that some of the polls in that Rhode Island race do not look good for Mr. Hinckley, despite his adorable son. For example, in the latest polls, Whitehouse is leading, and he's the Democrat in this race, but with about 50% of the vote. Hinckley has 27% of the vote, and the rest are unsure or just too young to vote. No, I have no idea. But this comes at a time when a lot of people are focusing on national issues in local races. For example, how much the government spends and how much should be spent. The aforementioned Hinckleys are joining us now, 5-year-old Hudson, along with his candidate dad, Barry. Good to have you both. Thanks for coming.
Great to be here, Neil.
Hudson, what are your friends saying when they see you on TV?
I don't know right now.
You haven't talked to them? Have they seen you?
I think.
Okay. Barry, this is a novel campaign, but some of your opponents are trying to say you're so desperate you're using that cute son of yours as a ploy to attract voters. What do you say?
Well, first of all, if you look at the comments online, it's about 95% positive across the nation. And the reality is our kids have everything at stake here because the career politicians in Washington, D.C. keep kicking the can down the road and passing the buck to our children. And so we thought it would be appropriate to have Hudson speak up to his fellow 5-year-olds and remind those career politicians that they're spending away their future.
Okay. What gave you the idea to use your son?
Well, he's been campaigning with me for a year. His sister and he both have. Every single weekend he's out there, and he loves it, and he's met hundreds of people across Rhode Island, actually thousands. He really enjoys it. He likes being part of the program, and I think he understands that it's an important thing that we're doing. And so my campaign has always been based since the beginning on our children, my children, your children, and the fact that we have way too much debt. So it just made sense that we, cut a video with Hudson talking 5-year-old to 5-year-old about what the stakes are.
But Hudson, are you worried about our debt? Can you hear me, buddy?
About paying back the money, Huddy? You worried about paying back the money?
No.
You're not worried about it at all. So the whole ad was a lie.
He's worried about it. We do talk about it actually in the car. He understands it actually.
No, I'm kidding. But I mean, that's not what he said. Here's what I think. And I think, he's a very cute boy and it's a very novel idea. But Hudson, I mean, you're 5 years old. I mean, I didn't have my act together like you do until I was at least 15. So I commend you. But did he know what he was doing, Barry? And then I'll ask Hudson. But did he know what he was doing?
I sure did. We talked about it for a long time. We spent a couple hours cutting the video. He had a lot of fun doing it. We have a great young team here at Hinckley for Senate, and he's very part of the group. In fact, my sister named the whole group the Nerd Herd, and he loves being part of the team, and I think he really enjoyed it.
What do you want to be, Hudson, when you grow up?
I want to be in the war and save the country.
Do you ever want to run? Do you want to be a senator or a congressman or a president someday?
I want to be a good senator.
Really?
Yeah.
But at the rate we're going, in that ad you did, buddy, it made it sound like we might not make it. In other words, we might be in trouble. Are you worried?
Kind of.
Okay. Thanks, guys, very much. Good having you. And by the way, our offer still goes out to Mr. White House and whether he has any young children, grandchildren. I don't even know. I mean, come on. Have one, have all.